So welcome everyone back to another video here on the channel, and in today's video, if you guys watched my last video about all the leaks that came through last week, I said that there was a few other things that I wanted to go over, but I was going to do in a separate video, and that is today. So what we've got today, we've got the build instructions. I know it doesn't sound too crazy, but it's actually quite interesting once we get into it. We have the build instructions, and we also have the sprues. Now they are quite blurry, I do have to say, but at least the sprues are a bit blurry. But the build instructions you can actually see, once we get into it. There's quite a bit of variety that you can do with some of these new models, so that's really cool. So we have all the sprues and the build instructions for Haleth, for Hammer, the new Warriors Rohan, the new Hillmen of Dunland, or the Wildmen as I think most people are calling them. We also have it for General Targ and for Wolf. So we're gonna get into it. So let's get straight into it, guys. If you guys are going to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. I know this probably won't interest a lot of you guys, but I think it's quite interesting, so I thought I'd cover it, and I do want to say. I also want to say that I'm not the first one to cover this. I do want to give a shout out to Paint Center 4-Up, Cameron. He covered this. He found these images online somewhere. I think it was on Reddit or somewhere, he said. So make sure to go check him out, go watch his videos, because yeah, he covered this first. I think it was the first one actually to cover it. So make sure to go check it out. I also do want to say, guys, make sure to join the Discord as well, if you haven't already, because we're chatting about the new edition, we're chatting about all these leaks over there, and a few other things besides, and just in general chat as well. So make sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description below. But now let's get straight into it. Alright, so here we go, guys. So as you guys can see, this sprue, we have the sprues here. You can see how quite multi-part they are. I know for the heroes over the past few years, we have come to know this, which is great. So it's really cool to see. So this is the Dunlanding hero sprue. So on here we'll have Wolf and General Targ. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but you can see how multi-part it is, how some of the detail is. I can't wait to build these guys up. So I think that's very cool. Next up we have the, oh, I think I went a bit too far for that one. This one is the Haleth and Hammer sprue. So as you guys can see, you can definitely see it's the Haleth and Hammer sprue, because they are, that's the Rohan barding and all that kind of stuff. If I try and magnify it so you guys can see, that's definitely like Rohan forces up here as well. That's the Rohan barding. So very, very cool to see. That's definitely, I think that, is that supposed to be, I think that's Haleth's force. I could be wrong, that might be Hammer. But we have a few other things in here as well. That's definitely like Rohan cloaks, that kind of thing. So yeah, very cool to see. Very nice to see. It looks like there's some stuff off the sprue here already. But yeah, very cool. There's a Hammer's bow. I think Hammer has the bow. So it's nice to see. Few options in here as will come out, as we'll see in the build instructions, which is really cool. So that's for that one. Next up, we have the Rohan sprue. So I've magnified this one, so you guys can see. So, oh no, sorry, this is the Dunlanding sprue, the Warriors of Dunland. So you can see here, guys, we got flaming brands. We got those light shields, I think they're supposed to be. I don't think I talked about this in the last video, but I think obviously we don't know what light shields do, but I think that as a rule, they're probably going to let you allowed to shield without giving you a defense bonus. I feel like that's what's going to be. Because I don't know why they'd specify, unless there's going to be some type of things where it's going to have like light shields, medium shields, heavy shields, that kind of thing. But I could definitely see if we have like normal shields as they are now, and these are special light shields, I think they'll allow you to shield without giving you the extra defense, or something along those lines. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But you guys can see various different weapon options. As you guys can see, I know it's a bit blurry. Spears, pitchforks, flaming brands, that kind of stuff, bows. And you can see how multi-part they are. They're not, I don't have them right here, but these are the old, where are they? Well, we had like, our normal sprues are like this, this, I think this had some orc warriors on it, like mortal orcs. And like, mortal orcs, Rohan warriors, Minister, at the moment, they're all pretty much one or two, two pieces. Like the whole body's in one piece, and then you got like maybe a spear arm or something like that. Or even for bows, like they're all in one piece. Like, that was the way of the thing back then. But you can see now, it's more in the likes of what it's like for 40k, for Sigma, for even for Star Wars Legion, Bolt Action, all that kind of stuff. It's becoming very multi-part. And once we get into the build instructions, you guys will see how much multi-part it is, and it allows the the designers, allows you to actually do more with the sprue, and as you do more options with the sprue, which is kind of cool. And next up we have the Rohan sprue, and kind of comparing this to the Rohan sprue now, it's almost like it's completely different. You guys can see you've got different shields on here. So there are 8 shields. So this is obviously a 12 warrior sprue, because we know they are in 12s. So you can see on here we have separate axes as well. You can see one at the top here. There's all the bows. So it's kind of a big piece. So I'm guessing the cloaks are separate by the looks of it, which allows obviously for more dynamic poses, which is cool. And then yeah, you guys can see the shields are separate, which is nice. Spears are there. Got some bows, some shields, some axes, some some swords, all that kind of stuff. Helmets, all that very cool stuff. So you can see the Rohan sprue is very. It looks like they are still a bit monopose. You can obviously, I've done conversions from my Rohan stuff, you know, just like a little weapon or head swaps, that kind of stuff. You know, like these guys. So these are from the old Rohan sprue. They're not from the current one, but you know, you can still do that kind of stuff with like what we have at the time, at the moment. Like we have, you know, this was a pretty cool conversion I did with like a throwing spear and a bow. So that was from the old Rohan sprue. So obviously the new one, you will be able to do that kind of stuff. You know, I assume with some green stuff and that kind of stuff, you can, you know, swap the heads, like, you know, cut the arms off and do what you normally do with converting. But the Dunland sprue definitely seems like it's got more of that different variety option. So those are the sprues, guys. So very, very cool to see. As you can see, the sprues absolutely packed for warrior sprues. Like obviously they're going to take a lot longer to build than the current sprues, which, you know, obviously, you know, that's obviously a trade-off, but, you know, obviously a good trade-off, I would say. Next up, we have the build instructions. So as you guys can see, we have one for Haleth, and he does have a few options, as you guys can see here. I did not mean to do that, sorry guys. I meant to do this one. So as you guys can see here, he's got different options. So he can take a spear, he can take a shield, a spear. He can also take a spear, and it looks like an axe, I think. Yeah, that's an axe. So you can have different options. So maybe you guys can see different options here. So you can have a helmet, he can have, so it seems like, yeah, unhelmeted, a helmet, and I think that's the same unhelmeted. So he's got unhelmeted or helmet options. He also has a axe option, a spear option, or a sword option. And what's cool about this one is that you can see he's got the sword in the sheath here. But if we go out, which I think I just did that by accident, if we magnify it, sorry guys, I'm really bad at this. On this one, when he's actually got the sword out, the sword isn't sheathed. So it's nice that, you know, that's you know, it's the tiny little details, but it's the tiny details that matter. So with the ones that he's not using the sword, he's got the sword sheathed, and then the one where he does have the sword, it's not sheathed, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. And then we also have option, like, you know, he's obviously got the same different faces as they are these days. So two pieces for his head, and you can see that the little pommel for the sword, if you want it in or not, which is very cool. We have the one for his horse as well. So that's his foot version. Then we come on to his mounted version, again with the same different configurations you can have, this axe, the spear, or the sword. I don't know which one looks better, to be honest. Maybe I'll magnetize it. We'll have to wait and see if that will be a possibility. Then we've got hammer. So he's obviously got, I think he's only, yeah, it doesn't seem like he's got too many options. He can only have a helmet or unhelmeted version. But yeah, as you guys can see here, he doesn't have options at all. He's just got his bow, which, you know, is fair enough. But you can see the only option he has is helmeted or unhelmeted. And then he obviously on horse as well. As you guys can see here, again, his only options are helmeted or unhelmeted versions here. It seems like, yeah, but he's got the sword. So yeah, helmeted or unhelmeted version for hammer. Then we go on to the Rohan warriors. As you guys can see, you got the body, you got the cloak separate, obviously, which means they can do different, more obviously different types of poses, which is cool. And then obviously the shields are separate, which is nice. No more poking the shield through the little hole, or not through the hole, through the little stub and the nub on the end. It seems like they are already, the shield's actually a lot nicer here as well. Again, the faces are in 2 different pieces, which is nice. So very much heroic poses for Rohan here. I don't know, I can't see by the join here, but possibly some of the heads might be you might be able to change it. This one here, you can see that the hair is connected to the helmet, but on this one it's not. So I don't know if that is going to be possible or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, obviously you can do green stuffing and that kind of stuff. And it looks like if that's a circle joint, you might be able to do different, like you can have the spear up or the spear down. We'll have to wait and see. Again, you can do some conversions, so that's not going to be a problem there. We have another one here. We have another spearman. Then we go on to the swordsman. It looks like. I know there's still more spearmen, which is cool. And then we go on to. We're just going to fly through these guys. We have one with an axe, which is nice. So it doesn't look like there's any variety in the poses, which is, it is what it is. But obviously you can cut the hands off. So obviously with this guy, you can, cut the hand off a swordsman and give this guy a sword or a bow or something like that if you really want to, for a different variety. Then we go on to some more swordsmen. This guy, which is nice. Some of these versions I've actually seen on here are some of the versions I've actually done myself. So if you see this guy here running is kind of like that guy like that I've converted myself. There you go, you can see it there. So yeah, that's kind of cool to see. Then we go on to, so that's the Rohan warriors. I don't think I saw the bows. Maybe I did, maybe I just skipped past them. Anyway, then we go on to Wolf. As you guys can see, here's a mono pose by the looks of it. He's got actually a molded base, which is nice. Well, a molded thing to go onto his base, which is cool. But it doesn't seem like he's got any options, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Also, we have Wolf on horse again. No options, which is it is what it is. You do what you want to do, really. People convert as they always do. Then we have General Targ. Doesn't seem like he's got any options by the looks of it. Possibly no options there. The horses are really nice though. Like that's a beefy horse, like we saw in the pictures before. But this is a beefy horse that he's got. And yeah, the horses are really nice. I gotta say, the recent horses for heroes are really nice. So yeah, no options for General Targ. But he's very cool. He's got a cool little helmet on the base, which looks like. It comes as a separate piece. So if you don't want it on the base, you can, you don't have to have it on the base, which is nice. Then we come on to the Hill Tribesmen. I think everyone's interested to see how this works. So as you guys can see, they do have options. They do have options for different weapons. Seems like for possibly different heads as well. Because that definitely is that. Ooh, I'm trying to see. That might be a peg piece, but also could be a rounded piece. But what I'm going to see here, but you can see that he's got different options for weapons. So obviously you get 12 in a set, like 12 different poses, and that comes with 2 poses. So obviously you can do, I think by the looks of this, you can have 24 different poses, as you can see. So obviously 2 different poses of this guy, 2 different poses of this guy with the master spear or the axe, which is nice. Then we go on to this guy here. Again, 2 different poses. This guy here with 2 different, well, I say poses, 2 different weapon options. So it does bring out some variety before you have to do some major conversion stuff. This guy with the light shield and the brand, the burning brand, or a massive sword by the looks of it. Again, with this guy, again, different head options. By the sea, yeah, so see this guy, he's got the head, his back of the head molded onto him, and then he's got the face that slots in, which is interesting. So seems like some of them are monopose, some of them are not, which is cool. Again, with conversions you can do multiple things here. So you can do a sword or a flaming brand for this guy. And so there we go. So I don't think those are all the options because we can't see any of the bows. So obviously they're not We don't have all the instructions here at the moment, but I am very excited for what this brings, guys. Again, I think if this goes well, we could see future sets as well. I know there hasn't been a lot. We've been talking about this over on the Discord, so make sure and join it as well, guys. Link is in the description below. Again, you won't miss out on any videos or streams because I posted all in there as well. So you guys won't miss out on any content there, so make sure to join. But we've been talking about, we really haven't seen too much considering how close the date is. Now, as of me recording this, it is a preview on Friday. I'm recording this on Monday, Monday the 18th, I think it is. So this coming Friday, there is going to be a preview show. They've announced that it's going to be Age of Sigmar, 40k, Horus Heresy, I believe, Old World, and Black Library. They haven't said anything about Middle Earth, but again, not the previous preview show, but the one before that, they didn't mention Middle Earth, and then we got the release of Wolf. We got previewed Wolf at the end. So it's going to be at 5 a.m. my time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not, guys, just because it's going to be a bit of a stretch for me. But if you guys would like to see me react to that or something along those lines, maybe if it's just like a reaction video, because I might not be able to watch it until I get home from work. So if I could do like maybe a reaction video to if there's anything that comes out. Let me know if you guys want to see that kind of stuff. But we've been talking that there's not been a lot considering. We've had Helm, we've had what's his name, Lord Thorn. We've also had Wolf's father. I forgot what his name was, Frecker. And we also had the Snow Troll and the two orcs. I'm not going to say the words just in case I mess it up again. But really, we haven't seen Hera. We haven't seen Armored Helm. We haven't seen a lot of stuff that's in the visual companion, which I do have a video coming out this week about future model predictions, what we could see from that, because there's quite a lot in that we might be able to see in the in coming to the game. And obviously, there's the scenarios that we've already gone through in the last video that are centered around the battle for Edoras. But obviously, there's going to be more scenarios for the film, and we haven't seen like a supplement book or anything like that. And by the looks of it, what we've seen from the rule book and the contents page, there's no scenarios in there whatsoever. So there must be a supplement coming out at some point, but that hasn't been revealed yet. So that's interesting. I'm assuming there's probably some embargo that they haven't allowed to be shown yet. But again, that's just my theory. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I'd love to know your opinions on this, guys. Are you guys excited for building these, guys? I am so excited. I can't freaking wait. And it's obviously going to be very, very soon. I predict, I'm going to say it right now here on camera, that the Sunday preview coming up, so not the one that just, obviously the one that just went up for, I don't even know what it was. I think it was old Age of Sigmar stuff. But this one coming up, I think it's going to be is it the 23rd or the 24th of the, coming up? I think that it'll be the Sunday preview for the starter set, which means it'll release on the 14th, which is a day after or 2 days after, depending where you are in the world, because it comes out here on the 12th for the film. It'll come out a day after the film on the Saturday. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to stop waffling because I could do this all day, as you guys know. I'll stop waffling. I do want to say a big thank you to all the channel members so far. You guys are amazing, and you do help out the channel quite a lot. Thank you to everyone who's been watching recently. You guys are a massive support, and yeah, I expect more videos to come and more content to come. I'm working on Helm's Deep this week, guys, so expect a video for that. Maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, as you guys can see, I'm very excited for the future of the game. Fingers crossed. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, happy gaming.